God. Oh God, I forgot to plug in my Ethernet cable. Give me a minute, girl. Right. I'm back. Here we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gal. Gal is Gal is quick to point out my flaws, which is why we like him. Okay. I'm so sorry. The unprofessionalism. I literally went to plug in my Ethernet cable and I came back and here we are. Yeah. What is this? Oh my God, no. Let me sign in. Is it you? I can't remember which account I use. Yes, I cut my hair. I went from oh my gosh, what's his name? I went from Willie Nelson to every other fucking fuckboy. Mm-hmm. Jesus has passed away and has resurrected as honestly, I keep looking at my hair and I keep looking at it and I'm like, hold on, I gotta do this. Hold on. I gotta do this real quick. On. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, we're Gucci. No, why is it limited? What did I say? What did I do? Whatever. Maybe that's the title. I don't know. I went from Jesus to I don't even want to say it. No, all bad. No, I don't know how dirty I want to turn my content to. Keep it family friendly. But is tarot even family friendly? Not really. Not really. But anyways, how are you doing, Gail? And hello, Lucy. How is everyone doing? I want to be messy in this live stream and watch other tarot tubers and comment, live react to their content. So if there's any videos that you guys want me to watch, let me know. Give me channel name, give me titles, give me a title. Gail is good, nursing a hangover. I'm eating ice cream, Rocky Road, and mocha almond fudge. Because why not? But a hangover, what is that? I've never heard of those things. What's a hangover? And why are you nursing it? I live for chaos. I'm excited. I am excited. Well, we should be. Let me see if I can even log into YouTube. If I remember which email I'm signed into, actually, I think I can figure it out. Okay, yeah, okay, it should be this one. Okay. It's gonna be slow for now, but yeah. Not well. I'm coming to y'all for the tea. Give me some like shitty YouTube videos to watch. Untitled Tarot. I wish, but there aren't any. They've been quiet. The last one that I know of was She Bear, and honestly, she did it in the most chill way possible, and I loved her content. You know, I loved her monthly tarot scopes. She was great. Loved her, but you know, she converted to Christianity, but you know, but you know, the video that she did, again, very plain, very tasteful, very well done. Totally her, which I'm like, you know what, good for her. Actually, technically, we're going to be making tea here. No, she didn't delete her content. All her stuff is up. She's just not uploading. Her last video was her testimonial, you know, or maybe something else. I don't know. Yeah, but that's her name, She Bear. Yeah, I think it's all one word. Let me see if I remember my password. Let me see here. Confirm. Yes, it's me. No thanks. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna see how it'll go, but we'll see. Let's see. Oh, I can't even remember her name now. But I know she was. Oh my gosh, what's her name? She was blonde. Not Ethany. It's. It was all, girl. It was all the tea. And then it was Doreen Virtue, but that was longer before that. But you know, Hmm. But yeah, for y'all keeping up with TarotTube and all that, give me something good. Give me something new. What are you guys? What have you guys been watching? Let's see here. Let's just go to my feed and go tarot. Again, YouTube is very dry here with these tarot tags, you know. Let's sniff out some drama, some scandal. I'm a block. I don't need notifications on. Not during, yeah, but that block. I can't remember her name. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I barely watch TarotTube anymore. Just a few channels. Yeah. There's a few, like, come on, let's see some. What's going on? What do we have here? What news do we have here? What, I mean, Ethany is pretty popular. Well, let's see. Culling my deck collection. Should I critique what decks she's getting rid of and be like, no, girl, you got to keep that? I don't know. Who? You mean Simon Says? You know? I don't know. He hasn't told me to do anything so far. I haven't played that game in a while. I don't know. Yeah. Let me put this in the sink. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see this. Oh, what's this? What about that lady who did the art to Ethany's tarot deck? What about her? What's going on? Oh, her. Wait, she? That's her? I just heard about this. I wasn't sure how to talk, but that's her? I saw Ethany follows her. Yeah, Art of Love. Yeah. Simply Nessa 15. The scary reason I throw out my spiritual. Oh, is that one? I'm gonna save that one. Yeah, I think I saw her. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Right? Is this her? No, this is not her. Not her. Nope, don't know. Don't know how to find her. We're not gonna do that. We'll find her later. Well, here's the thing. She did an LGB deck, not an LGBT. Okay. Oh yeah, you'll be surprised how it's very prominent. It's surprising how prominent it is, which, you know, it's like, it's so weird to me to think that, because it's like in occultism and esotericism and in tarot symbolism itself, it's always like bending and blurring the lines between, a lot of conservative traditions that, from gender to sexualities and, and all that. There's so much to it, uh but yeah, I need to find. Does she have a channel? Let me see. I'm gonna find her. I saw her on Instagram, but let me see here if I can find her. Or is this her? No, this isn't her. No, she's I believe she's Asian, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Asian based on Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh. Unless I don't know, I can't find, but I know she's like making a tarot deck, but I can't remember who it is. Oh my gosh, yeah. I would too. I think she's just, kind of just using social media and using her presence, to make a business, to do business, which, I mean, the capitalist, for-profit ideas around spirituality that I don't think, should be worked together. But, when you're making a tarot deck and you're making a product, I think you should get compensated for the work that you put in, That's kind of the point. uh, you know, uh, is that the Art of Love Tarot? That's a different one. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Oh, okay. Different artist. I'm like, oh my God, it's the same artist? No. Okay. But I did see that Ethany does follow her. Wait a minute. I have screenshots. I sent screenshots. Let me see if I can. I can find it right now. I'm like, oh, it's oh my gosh. Where is it? No? Did I not find it? Did I lose it? Did I send it somewhere else? No? Where is it? Oh gosh, I could have sworn I had. No, I have no idea. Okay, goodbye. I'm just gonna, like I said, I take her at surface value. I think she's a great resource for beginners. She was a good resource for me as a beginner. But which, speaking of which, let's get into it then, huh? Let me see if I can do this. If I remember how to do this right. Let me see here. Is it this? Yeah. Right. Picture in, picture layout. No. Right. Let me see, and then I think it's share. Share screen. Let me see if I can do this. If not, oops. Screen sharing is easier with two monitors. Sorry, I don't. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. I do have a good computer. Some screens let you share audio. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. Share screen. Let's do Chrome tab. I think this one. Share, right? Let me see how this looks. Okay, it looks great. We're gonna do some finagling here so that I can see chat and also the feed and also the YouTube screen that y'all are watching. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger because yes, because that's what we got to do. Hi, hello, how are you? How does that look? You know? Oh, it's Lucy Morningstar. Lucy Morningstar, that's her name. Okay, let me find her. I was like, I know she has like a, I could have sworn that was her, that was her name. Let me see. Right? Is this her? No, that ain't her. This is someone else. She looks hot though. No? No, this isn't her. I can't find her. Did Instagram take down her account? Oh no, I found her. I found her. Never mind. Is this her? Right? Yeah, I hear it. Oh gosh. Oh, she like deleted all her old stuff. Oh my gosh, I should share this, but I'm not sure if she's on here on YouTube. Oh. Oh. Oh, I think oh, how how interesting. How interesting. She, or is this someone else, right? I don't know. Anyways, this is very riveting content, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, she's a great artist, but still. Um, but yeah, so far, all those people, yeah, I think that's her. I think that's her. I can't click on the, I should have the chat open on my other, on my YouTube page, but I can't click the link. And I'm sure everyone else can. But I think that's her. No, it's not her. It's not her. It's artist Lucy Morningstar is her IG. Don't harass her. Don't waste your time. Don't put that energy. Just observe, take notes. You know, you're at the aquarium and you're seeing the sharks and the octopuses, but you don't tap on the glass. Okay? we're just we're just watching the discourse. So I think we're gonna watch this. I need my earphones. You know. So I can hear. I'm not sure if you guys will hear. Let me know if you guys hear the audio as well. Oh no, that's what I thought too, Gail, but she does. Here, it's, let me see. Or she blocked people. I don't know. Or this is a fake account. You know. That's her IG. Which she like made this big post here, or like 6 posts that make, you know, a bigger post. I don't know if you guys can see this. You know, it was all about, oh, it's, oh, wait, oh, this is different. Wait, this isn't a real, wait, what is this? Wait, what is this? What's going on? Oh yeah, well, why isn't this there? Why isn't that IG there? And that's interesting. She's like sharing this other IG Lucy conscious rebel, but yeah. Does anyone know why Oya's girl stopped posting videos? Let me see. I know she's not, let me see, right? Let me look this up. You know, when was her last video? 1 year ago. Oh, wow. Real Talk Real Connections. Real Talk Real Connections. No, it wasn't a year ago. Was it? Yeah, there was the summit, which I was like, when's the next one? Real Talk Real Connections. I watched these. I should. Did I? Yeah, I watched this one. And I started watching this one. But you know, I didn't finish it. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, she hasn't been uploading. Girl, where you at? Oh, even on IG. Yeah, she disappeared. Girl, where you at? Let me see. Community. 9 months ago. Hello there. I know it's been a while since I've been present. I want to thank everyone for coming by, thinking of me and holding me in your hearts. When I come back, let's talk a bit about imposter syndrome, the meaning of true friendship, and learning to leave the table when love is no longer being served. Thank you, Nina Simone. Let's talk about living our lives fearlessly and unapologetically. My word for 2021. And finally, tearing up the emotional labor contract. Until then, I'm sending you an abundance of beautiful blessings on cool breezes. Peace always, Queen Osset. Okay, so she's girl. We're gonna consider that a hiatus. Oh, is there tea? I hope it's nothing too bad. You know, because yeah, because I loved her channel. I loved her. She's amazing. Well, you know, love in a very loose term of saying that, you know. But yeah. She had that awful racist experience. Which one? Wait, when? Where? I'm like, not surprised. I'm like, I don't know. I've been out of the loop. I've been just, you know, you can see my trashy content here now. Look at that. What's the safe word? Let's see. They're a great channel. Let's see. Let's go back here. Where is it? What's going on? Let's see. Why is D&D combat? What? This is Tarot Girl. What you doing here? Where is it? I lost it. Oh, look. There's Lady Knight. I thought it was an online. I thought it was an online thing, like another channel or something. You know, she was at a store and then she was accused of stealing something. Oh, I mean, girl. Okay, I thought it was like, my first impression was like, it was online, and you know, which would have made sense, you know. But yeah, did I lose? Did I lose that Ethany thing? Let me see. Let me see here. Let me go here for a while. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go here. Pause that. About that. Okay, I think it's this. Yes, here we go. Yeah, that's terrible though, you know. This is so random, but cute. I don't have anything to talk about. That's what it is. So yeah, we're gonna just watch Ethany talk about culling her deck collection, because I'm also about to cull my deck collection. Well, purge, I think, because you know what? There's just decks I don't use. You know. But let's see. I'm gonna let my dog in because of course she's scratching. Come on, Pickles. Come on. Here you go. Okay. That's, you know, it's not fun. I need to as well. Well, let's see what Ethany is getting rid of, and we'll see if, you know, we agree. You know, I don't know how this will go down, but we'll
everyone
see.
take a deep breath with me. We have a lot to go through.
First of all, I want to organize that box. Second of all, that ain't a lot. It's not a competition, I know, but you know, just wait till I pull out the tub that's under my bed of decks that I'm gonna get rid of. You know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, the process of getting rid of them. That's why I'm like half of them I'm probably gonna donate. Another part I'm probably gonna do giveaways with, and then another part I'm probably gonna try and sell. I'm not gonna try and sell all of them, but yeah. Back to
more.
this.
So we're going through my collection and we're seeing what's staying, what's going, and boy, oh boy, let's do this.
Oh, come on.
Many of you really loved the
terrible at
videos
this.
where
I'm gonna
I
do
went
this
through
as
my
well.
collection, and it's time for me to cull some more from my list. It's spring here,
Can you guys
so it's
hear
time
that?
to do some spring cleaning deck-wise. Hi, I'm Anthony. I am a tarot reader,
If you guys can't hear
tarot
that,
creator,
let me know.
author, and modern witch, and I have a tarot problem. I have hundreds. I haven't even counted them, but I'm well over the 300 mark, so I am giving some of my decks away and selling them and putting them into new homes.
What's the mark y'all are at? You know, I think I'm at 200. Last I counted, I'm probably more than that. It's been a while since I counted. But 300, I think that's like, for a person like Ethany, I think that's kind of average.
So let's go through some of my decks and jump into it. So the first one is the 7th Sphere. Lenormand. I'm keeping this. I was gifted this. Her boxes are so beautiful.
So are you getting rid of it, or are you keeping it? I thought this was
you
moving.
No way.
I thought this was you moving decks along, you know? So what is the truth? Again, I think the reason why some people think that, you know, she's fake is the same reason why a lot of people think that I'm very very charming, or very like, I'm like, it's an act. You guys have to realize that this is entertainment, you know. We have to up the ante a bit. So it is kind of fake, you know. It's the Gemini energy that we exude. Everybody has that type of energy. It's just, you know, how I am on YouTube and how Ethany is on YouTube is going to be completely different versus when you talk to her one-on-one for like a reading, or for, you know, or if you meet her like at the coffee shop or whatever. If you're ever in Australia and you come across her, she's going to act completely different. She's not going to act like this. So every YouTuber is fake, you know. I don't know. I hear people always, cabrones always be coming in here being like, oh my god, I just love your energy. I'm like, I'm just super hyperactive right now. She's High Priestess of a Coven of Australian Dark Witches. I mean, girl, I'm gonna go that far. But I mean, you know what? What's a dark witch and what's a light witch? Wait, what is that? No.
I'm getting rid of it. I love the color scheme. I love Lenormand.
Again, I'm not sure.
So
I'm not fully well aware of like
many of you wanted me to go into
politics,
sort of like more details as to why I would be keeping the decks and why I would be getting rid of them. So this might be a little bit longer. I'm trying this.
Oh, right. Is she Canadian?
Anyone actually...
I don't even know. Is she Australian? Is she Canadian? I can't remember. I could have sworn she was in Canada and Australia. I get them so confused. I think she is. I think she is Canadian. So yeah. Oh, stop. There we go. I'm getting a hang of this.
If not, I will start to cut them down. Also, please do not judge me that some of these have not been opened before.
You are being judged.
You're judging me. That's okay.
You're being judged.
The next one is the Idiosyncratic deck by Jessica Bott.
She's what? She what? The Idiosyncratic deck? She gonna get rid of that. Oh, she's Aussie living on in Canada. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're ever in Canada, then yeah. I will say, you know, there are some decks that I just opened them, flipped through them, and then put them in the box, and I never got them, or put them in a bag or something and never pulled them out and never used them. So, you know, but girl, unopened, I'm like, I at least try to take off the cellophane on some of them.
This has not been used very much. I sometimes forget that I have
Dark versus light, which whatever floats you. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I can't really be
getting rid of this one.
I can't.
I
can't really comment on, you know, what makes a witch in the first place, you know. So again, another for I guess a topic for another live stream, I guess. But yeah, you know, so to even say like light witch versus dark witch, it's like, I think, you know, I don't know, it's like, yeah,
because
not gonna get too much into that.
It is a collector's deck because it's not in print anymore.
It's interesting there, that term, a collector's deck. Also, heads up, we are going to be pausing the video a lot. If you just want to watch the video, you can go watch it on her channel. It's on YouTube, girl. Why are you here watching it with my commentary? But, you know, that term, collector's deck, that's very interesting. Like, I don't think the Idiosynchro deck was ever created to be a collector's deck. Exactly, Gail. Exactly. Okay, let's go back.
I actually don't know if it is in print anymore, but
it is being reprinted.
Look at that.
But
like I
it's
have
not,
this one wasn't printed very well, I guess. So
it's not going to look the same as, it's not going to look the same
pretty bad
as
on
that.
some of them.
It's like all the cards are being redrawn. It's going to look,
it's also the card stock is really beginning
honestly.
to yellow. And honestly, this has just been in my, it's just been in the box.
Oh yeah. So how do you deal with, I don't deal with them at all. That's the thing. I have yet to connect or make connections with witches and covens and all that. And I don't, you know, I don't throw shade. I don't talk shit about them. I don't mess with them because I'm not a part of that. I'm not in those, you know, I'm not in those circles, you know? You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, it's sort of like getting berries. I go to the grocery store for raspberries and blackberries, but if I want to go to the forest and get them, I should also be prepared to also come across, poison oak and poison ivy, you know. But as someone who's never been to the forest and doesn't really plan on going into the forest, I'm just going to stick to my grocery bought raspberries, if that makes sense, you know? Retaliate for what? Like, against what? You know? My mom is calling my dog. I don't know if it, you know, it's like, what do you mean by retaliate against what, you know? It's like, that's why I don't do anything to them, you know, or say, or really, because again, if I'm making any commentary, any witches in here watching this and be like, why did he say, girl, don't take it that way. I ain't throwing shade. I ain't talking shit, you know, because I ain't in that world. That ain't me. Let's see. This is good. I like that. I think when she came out with the Modern Goddess deck and took away all the symbolism of the deities, it just felt like a cash grab and cultural appropriation. For which deck? The only one that I can think of is that Colette Baron Reed Goddess Oracle. That right there looks very that was very yeah, that was very what this is, this comment here. It's called Modern Goddess by, I think. Okay, I'll look it up right now. She might find it funny. Find what funny? There's nothing wrong with witches. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all want to, you know, there's nothing wrong with witches. You know, I'm all for witches. You know, but I'm just not in there perusing, commenting, and putting in my 2 cents onto the ins and outs of what it means to be a witch, or who, because that's not me, you know. Oh, I like that too. Yeah, they're basically just other human beings, but I think when it gets into the spiritual realm, that's why I'm kind of disconnected from that for the most part. But I do want to get into that, and the first thing I want to learn about getting into spiritual and ritual practices and magic in some way is, first and foremost, cleaning and banishing and cleansing and protection and setting that all up, you know, first and foremost, you know. But yeah. Oh yeah, asking Joy Luna. Oh yeah. High priestesses, the brujas, Maria, the brujas. Yeah. It's interesting how brujas is very. It's the same thing as witch. You know, I just don't. You know, that's another layer to the conversation that needs to be said. But yeah, yeah, I'll look that up. I'm gonna look that up. And this is something that what was it? She said it right here. Yeah, here we go. She basically drew them in as regular people. I was right now just reading 36 Faces, and in there he was talking about the um the like the pitfalls of depicting deities and depicting truth in physical form, you know, in a physical manifestation in the material plane, you know, bridging the gaps between the spiritual and the material plane. um you know, so it gets into like, so he kind of touches on idolatry and how, you know, it's like the physical depiction, again depicting goddesses as regular people, is not the full truth and full experience of actually like connecting spiritually with those deities, you know, if you know what I mean, you know. So like, you know, the actual deity is not going to be like the physical form of the physical manifestation or the statue that you have of that deity, you know. um it's not going to be this, you know, it's not going to be exact, it's not going to be accurate, you know. Truth is impossible to properly physically depict, if that makes sense.
So it's really interesting to see that.
But back to this.
that this is what's happening with this deck.
And we may
when it
fast
hasn't
forward
been
this
used.
because
But as you can see, the cut mark.
It's.
But I don't know if this is in print yet. But again, but I would like to keep this. I might. The only thing I would probably do is sell this deck, but
of course,
who knows? Never say never. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I mean, I would either sell it. I would probably either sell it, or I'd probably trade it for a deck that is of equal like high demand. Like I'd trade it for, I think, a Slow Hauler or a Tarot of Delphi, or what's another one? I can't think of any other one, but those are like the two that I would trade it for. It's the same. It's in the same vein.
That's the thing. So it could go into the sell pile. The next deck is the Animal Allies,
Yeah, it should
and
go.
This is by.
I mean, how many Animal Oracle decks does one really
good
need?
Question. You're getting the realness. Jessica Swift. I got this deck many years ago. I have done a flip through of this deck on my channel. I really love this artwork so much.
Artwork is always going to be good. I mean, but again, I agree with the people that comment about you know, oh, it's an eagle and the title is the eagle. Like, we know it's an eagle, you know. You sold them and you didn't. Oh my gosh, Gail, you sold your Tarot of Delphi and you didn't let me know. I probably couldn't afford it. So yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So it's like, not only like is the truth that, you know, of these deities and these statues being depicted is already like hindered or altered, you know. You know, but to even further strip that away and to further simplify it, it's sort of like even distorting the truth even more. And again, I think that this was all purely unintentional on Ethany's part, you know. But you know, I don't think anybody would ever do that intentionally. But again, I think she did it to just be like, oh, you can find the divine, all these divine figures in the everyday life, and it's like, you can just not like that. In my opinion. Girl, Joey, what about her eyes? What about her eyes? They look fine. They're normal eyes.
I actually initially saw this and thought, you know what, I'm going to pop this in my sell list, but now I'm looking at it, it's just so hard to like think about whether or not I want to get rid of it.
I mean, where's that Oracle? I mean, girl, look at here. Okay, quick minute, real quick. Me on the girl, we got this. Why do you need another one? You know. Why do you need another oracle? Like, again, no, not. It sounds very Joey. It sounds very Jamestown. Is it Jamestown? It sounds very Salem. It's giving Fear Street 1666. You know, it's giving it's giving McCarthyism. Get rid of it. Looks dumb. Which one? Both of them?
But the artwork is so beautiful. And again, the only reason I would be getting rid of any of these decks and moving them on is not because
I mean, it's just
I dislike them anymore.
You know what? A lot of the animals in this deck are in this, like, again. Yeah.
It's just that I have so many to the point of overwhelm, and I'm giving away a lot of these decks in my newsletter every 2 weeks or every month. I think I'm giving away decks.
You know who else is doing giveaways in their newsletter? Shout out to my tarot godmother, Natalia. She also does. Oh my gosh, I'm not even showing this. I'm not even showing the screen. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm new to this. I'm very unprofessional. I've never done this before. It's, Natalia, she has a newsletter. She gives away decks on there like every so often. So go and subscribe to her newsletter if you can, if you find her. Let me see if I can. I'll get the link later.
I just think it's time for things to, move on.
Also, I don't think Joey wants me to show her video.
So that I can cleanse my collection and really bring some new things in as well. So this is the Mystical Tarot. This is by Luis Garabeo, and this is going to be.
I have the pre-Raphaelite tarot that they made. It's whatever. I don't use it. It's going into the tub as well.
Yeah, this is going to be coming to a new home.
And you know what? I think on this, it's just the vibes are off. I can respect that, but just no, it's just keep it at vibes. Just say like, the vibes just come off wrong, and just leave it at that. I'm not going to be all. If the vibes are off, I'll just say, just give me the wrong vibe. I'm not going to,
I really enjoy, this is like the night here. I enjoy this different approach to
Michelle Crocker,
the tarot.
And
I
Aussie,
love
still comes across as a full-blown Australian. I'm not sure when she
the sort of the vibe, I guess. To some degree, but then I look at it and I just think, comparatively, I'd like to keep it in my collection because it's kind of it's cool, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, that hermit is so rad. Look at that.
And it looks like every other hermit. Beautiful. She looks like every other beach.
But I really struggle with, again,
I do like the colors though. God damn it. But no, I'm not gonna get it. Natalia, her name is Tarot Shrink on YouTube. Let me find it. Let me get that for y'all. Let me find that for y'all real quick. Yeah, here we go. Let me. That is her channel. She mostly, though I recommend you follow her newsletter because she mostly does unlisted videos. So let me see if she has her. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So this is her website. So yeah. Yeah, she's a psychologist. She works with she has a separate channel as well for focusing on trans psychology, I believe, for psychology for trans people. So yeah. I saw older ones that are not there now. Yeah, she got rid of all her old stuff back then, and she just needed a clean slate. I want to interview her and talk to her about that. So hopefully that happens in the near future. But yeah, she's redoing, she's re-uploading, and she's a shift in content, really. Yeah. But I mean, she's dark. She's a Scorpio. She's a Scorpio, Joey Luna. you know. Which, I mean, look at her website. Her website is like literally it's all black and grays and whites. I love it. She also has a great course on shadow work. But yeah, which again, check it out. Also a bunch of free courses as well. Highly recommend.
This I've never
But back
used
to
it. It's just sitting
Ethany.
in my collection. It is really, really pretty. So
I mean, yeah, every tarot.
yeah.
Honestly, okay, let's just get this through. Okay, like every single tarot deck is gonna be pretty. Like, you know, like can we you know, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's all gonna be like why would we want an ugly tarot deck? You know, like the like. Sorry, why did I remove myself? I'm trying to manage this here. Here we go. The only deck that I could think of as being, you know, ugly, and that's because it's like artistically, it's like supposed to be kind of against what we view as aesthetically beautiful, you know, in terms of like our Western culture, I guess, in a way, is Tarot of the Crone. And that one is like, it's supposed to look like that, you know, and I think that's where its beauty comes from, you know. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah. You know, but anyways, back to this.
You can tell Ethany gets on the struggle bus. She's like, oh, I'm gonna like totally cleanse my decks and, you know, put some of them you know, send some of them to pasture, and then I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty.
I don't cleanse my decks. I just reorganize them. Who here cleanses their decks? Anyone cleanse their decks here? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I should cleanse my decks, but I don't. Just need some salt or something.
But have I used it? No. Has it been sitting in my collection for ages? Yes. The next one is the Let Go.
Look at how very fitting.
At Oracle, and this is by Rockpool Publishing, and I really love.
I got the Let Go Oracle, and I let it go. You know.
These are driftwood paintings that have been created into like cards, but I actually think these would be really cute bookmarks. Or I do a lot of pen pal, happy mail swaps, and like it'd be so beautiful to get something.
That's what I'm gonna. That's some shade right there. She wasn't being shady there. That was actually kind of a compliment. But to me, I'd probably say that for decks that are like pretty or cute, and be like, you know, you know, yeah, the deck is pretty, but you know, it's pretty, but you know, it'd be better as bookmarks, you know. Yeah. FYI, do you need rights in order to stream these videos? I don't think so. As long as I'm commenting on there and I'm not like letting the video play by itself and I'm just like doing nothing. That's why I'm constantly pausing and adding commentary. I'm breaking it apart and doing that, you know, and adding commentary on not only her video but also reading out what people are commenting on the you know, on the video itself. You gotta break it up, but that's how most people do it. But there are people that straight up just will like stream videos and like get up and leave. Or like just let it play and not say or do anything about it. But the point is to, again, break it up and add a commentary, and that should keep us in the clear. So yeah,
like that as a little reading in your happy mail, but it's so beautiful.
Okay, that is pretty. But again, it is giving bookmark energy. I agree with her.
I actually might get a couple of my favorites of this and mount them on wood and turn them into like magnets or something, because I don't use the cards, but some of the artwork like that, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So I may turn this into like more of a creative project.
You know what it is? That deck is just a bunch of what suffers. A lot of decks do this. It suffers from portrait of a smiling woman's face, you know, and that's, I feel like it, you know, there's got to be more to it, you know, for a deck to be readable. There's got to be more going on, you know. Hello, Valentina Fur. So yeah, let's see. Let's continue.
Because it's just sitting in a box, or I might give it away, but this one is going to be reused. Okay, this is going to a new home. Now, I thought I was like super like, oh yay, look at me, I'm getting like the Spirit Tarot cards. And they create them every year. It's every year they bring them out. There's the back. I know that some people don't have Spirit Halloween in their country, so I'm sure somebody will really like it. This is something you can find, these photos. Like, that's a really cool.
I never liked it.
A big gross wheel. But this is like monsters. Yeah, and I'm kind of, yeah, I'm ready to let this one go. I have never
yes,
ever...
Valentina, let me, please tell me. Give me tea. Tell me channel names. Give me channel names. Give me something to talk about. There's a few here. Oh yeah. Maria shared one that I'm gonna check after this. Which
used
we might,
it. I do like the Tooth Fairy,
short,
but this is something that you can get every year here, and
yeah,
this is
Spirit
something you get
Halloween
every year
Tarot.
here, so I'm not
like
too worried about it.
So
I don't know, see you later.
I don't know. There's it reeks of for-profit capitalistic intentions, you know? It's funny how it's like, oh, sorry, double clicked here. It's funny how, it's the name is Spirit Halloween, and how that word is even like commodified and made for profit, the word spirit. They're even profiting off of the name because it sounds mystical and woo-woo, even a little bit spooky. The spirit, there's power to it, but it's not just being profited off of. We're talking about tarot readers, girl. We're talking about content, tarot content, girl.
Spirit Halloween tarot cards, because as much as I love your shit, and I've got a lot of the stuff here in my house from Spirit Halloween, yeah, I haven't used it. It's not really the gig. The next one that's going to be going to a new home is Chakra Love.
I mean, yeah, with a deck name like that,
this is a
I wouldn't even touch it.
Crystal. Whoa, shoot, they're everywhere. This is a crystal deck from Rockpool Publishing. See all the backs are the stones, and it's really, really sweet. And it has what chakra those stones are connected to. So this is amethyst, third eye.
And so one of those decks, it's one of those decks that's like, with the this deck suffers from it. Where is it? Where'd I put it? Is it this one? I have it here. Yeah, here it is. This deck here. Let me go back here to here. Hopefully I remember that. But yeah, we'll probably do a little bit longer and then we'll move on. But this one here, the Telerik Tarot, I think is what it's called. This one. And it's just plant and a crystal, just a plant and a crystal, which I like the imagery. It's really beautiful. Again, pretty. It's a given. But, with tarot, these are just simply the correspondences. And with tarot, there has to be more to it than just two of the correspondences working together in there. You know what I mean? So yeah, so like, let me find one that I can pronounce. So like Crocite and Furious. Okay, yeah, I can't pronounce it, but like these two, sure, these two can be corresponded to the seven of, I'm not sure what. Probably I think it's like the seven of swords. No, I don't know. I can't even think about it, but I don't even think of it as a tarot, but it's sold as a tarot and marketed as a tarot. But honestly, I think of it as I add on the layer of the number on top of the crystal and the plant as well to make it like a threefold, at least give it some more, because tarot is not just a pile of correspondences. Tarot is in itself, you can strip away all the correspondences and still have those tarot images like in the Marseille or the Visconti Sforza, but the Telerik Tarot, but when you have decks like this Chakra Love, or which is an oracle, it's not a tarot, but when you have decks that are just purely focusing on correspondences like these, it kind of, kind of doesn't really work out. But again, this is a deck. The Telerik Tarot is a deck that I got to find a way to work with differently. So yeah. Oh, who is this? What is this? What? It's really don't look at her eyes. Don't look at her eyes, Joey. Who are you saying? Who are you saying, Valentina? Who is a tarot reader? Is a tarot reader that really inspired me? Who? Did I miss it? Right? Are we talking about tarot readers or tarot decks? Valentina Tarot. Hello, tribal woman. Yeah, check who out. Who are you guys talking about? Wait. I want to see. I want to know about this. Not a YouTube tarot reader, is an old school tarot reader. Haha. A Mexican one. Who? Give me the tea. Well, not the tea like that, but again, I want to know. I want more sources like that, you know. Particularly, you know, Mexican tarot readers. Do I send you the link? It's in Spanish though. You have to be a moderator. You know, just get type out the name at least. Or is it a YouTube? Is it a YouTube channel? Just type out the channel name and I'll look it up. Let's continue scaring Joey Luna.
And this beautiful mantra as well. And it's not that I don't love this. I think this is really, really sweet. I'm just not ever going to use it. So somebody is going to be getting the...
Oh, yes. Love her channel too. Love her channel. She's a great channel. Oh, I understand Spanish. I just can't speak it. If push comes to shove, I can speak it. But don't expect me to speak it here. I'm not going to go live and do readings in Spanish. You know, I can't. I should practice. Hopefully it'll get my Spanish tongue to reactivate, you know, but yeah, I can read and I can listen and understand Spanish, but I can't speak it. That's how bilingual I am
as well. The next deck is my tea reading deck that is from With Tea with Karen, and this is a companion deck that you can use for tea readings. I'm actually keeping this. This is for like a tassomancy readings if you don't want to use your cup. This is the Roots and Wings Oracle deck.
She kind of
I'm definitely keeping this, and I'm glad.
That was weirdly edited, but who am I to say? I don't edit my videos. Oh, I don't even have it on. Sorry, here we go again. Forgetting the video.
I'm opening it because now I can see it, and B, because I am clearing out some space, I can use it. Oh my gosh, it's still like all stuck together.
Yeah, I know.
This is the Roots
her
and
eyes
Wings.
are mesmerizing me.
Oh my gosh, it is so funny. By Cat,
you know,
by Cat Riles. It's gorgeous. I got this one from Etsy. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get it out. So yeah, that's gonna be, I'm gonna use it straight away. Actually, I'm gonna pop that into my working space and start to work with it. Look at that, everybody. We did it. We found something that Ethany can use. It's hilarious. So
I like that one because it's not
yeah.
I don't like that. You know, fire. It's fire. Okay. I like give it a different title other than just you know what I mean? Let's see. I've done French on my channel. You should do Spanish. There are channels that do have like a separate Spanish channel, but again, like I said, I have to work on my Spanish, you know, because it's embarrassing, honestly, and it would be best for me to keep silent rather than even attempt to do videos in
I
Spanish.
have never used this before. But that's beautiful.
But I would probably do something with like translating, you know, maybe.
So there we go. We're going to be popping this in her space for reading, and it's interesting. They kind of look a little bit alien, like these.
But I mean, girl, so you're keeping it again. The clickbait. Cancel her. I'm just kidding. This is all about culling, getting rid of your collection. Why are you keeping decks? Why are you keeping decks, Ethany? You're supposed. This is only moving along. You know, this should go to a different video.
The people
right?
in it.
Let's move forward.
Space for an embarrassing amount of time.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie to you, an embarrassing amount of time.
How are you not ashamed of
so
this?
That's definitely a keeper. So embarrassing. I'm keeping this one. This is the Adorable.
Another one you're keeping?
Oracle. I backed this one on Kickstarter.
The Adorable. I mean,
and it is just.
So you're keeping the Adorable, but not the Idiosyncratic. Okay.
Is so and the little thing. It's actually maybe a thing like that. Like
wait, no.
Spooky
no. This is the Adorable is not from the same creator, but it does look similar. Tell me that doesn't look very well. The backgrounds do, but the little animals, the monsters, yeah, that doesn't look like Jessica Bott's artwork, but the backgrounds do, and like the words, the font looks very similar to the cards, but no, yeah.
Situation. I think it is, but I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay, the next deck is the Harmonious Tarot, and this is a Lo Scarabeo deck, and I am going to keep this one.
Okay, another girl.
I think it is really sweet. I freaking hate these Lo Scarabeo.
Baby, Ethany, Mama, what are we doing? I thought we were getting rid of decks. You're lying to me. I've been deceived. That looks like a terrible deck. Which one? The Adorable one? Girl, Mary Grace Farron. She's messy, girl. Am I still subscribed to her? I'm not sure. But yeah. I don't like that woman here.
Borders. I know I'm probably not. Am I the only one that's okay with Ethany? But I just think they're really they really take from it. So I would probably.
I mean, okay, that's interesting how it's like the Marseille. I don't know if you guys can you guys see my mouse cursor? The Marseille imagery here with the angel at the top, very much Rider-Waite Smith. It's very interesting that it blends, but
trim this. The next deck is the deck of the Bastard. I don't have the box anymore.
Girl. I
like this deck, but I think it's time for it to move on. I like that it has the keywords.
I'm exhausted of hearing about this. Not that I hate it, not that it's bad. It's just it's always talked about.
It has it. So this if you look.
But I mean, it's just I don't know. It's yeah. Anyways. Oh, what's the tea with Mary Grace Farron? So there's some tea. I don't know if we can get into it. Should we get into it? We're gonna get into it. First of all, while I get into it, we're gonna do this. Simply Nessa 15, the scary reason I threw out my spiritual stuff. I want to look at that. If it's I don't know how good of a video that is, but we'll see here. But yeah, so first of all, so Mary Grace Farron is an Italian American, right? She's an American, I think. I don't know. Witch, I think. Which I do agree with. Who was it? What did she say? Yeah, what Amethyst says. Honest, which is not common. She is very much like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to be gentle about this. You guys are going to hear about what you're going to hear my opinion, and here's what I think. But unfortunately, sometimes that's where she kind of shoots herself in the foot. Sometimes, and sometimes she doesn't have the best of takes. Especially there was some fallout with her and Natalia from Tarot Shrink, Tarot Ouroboros, as what she used to be, my tarot godmother. So full bias here, Natalia. Me and Natalia are, go back, go back to like the very inception of my channel. So if we're gonna pick sides here, I'm gonna pick Natalia's, but I'm gonna back up my tarot godmother. Is she also Canadian? Is Mary Grace also Canadian? it's something about Canada. Blame Canada, as they say in South Park. I take Mary Grace's side. Girl, Joey, no, what? Tell me why. No, no, why? Oh my gosh, which she, oh, that's weird. Oh, that's, oh, okay. Oh, whoa, that's weird. Okay. Wow. Okay. But Mary Grace is also, she's also an author of, I think it's like Kitchen Witch, I think is what the book is called, something along those lines, I think. I haven't read it. I don't have the book, so I can't really critique it, but just a heads up, So essentially the fallout was that, Natalia sent over a deck as a gift to Mary Grace. You know, and Mary Grace didn't like it, and she tore into the deck, not literally, just with her words, critically, just critiquing the deck very harshly. And I can't remember what exactly it was. I think it would be best if Natalia shares about that if she wants to, but I don't think she will, because they had a series even going on together about about witchcraft and all that. And but after that, they, I don't know what the full fallout was. All I got was that that the gist of it is that Natalia gifted a deck for her to try out. She didn't like it. There was a fallout, and there was a whole thing about uh you know being ungrateful about certain gifts and all that. So yeah. The deck was the Mysteries of Mary tarot, I think it was. One of those. It was one of those. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's of Italian descent, not Italian, which I guess. Okay, yeah. True. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, who am I to say? I'm trying to think, like, is there, yeah, there is. Yeah, that's where I'm kind of going. It's like, was she ungrateful or just honest? I think she was being honest, but rude, but honest. Ungrateful, I don't think so, but maybe there's a whole discussion to talk about that, especially with like gifting a deck, so yeah. But Joey, let me tell you, Joey, if you're all light, you're gonna have way more shadows than what you think. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, if you avoid the dark, you avoid a whole lot of the spiritual world. If you stay away from the dark and you don't illuminate the dark, by approaching it or confronting it, you're missing out on a lot. Humor is, but like, I do like her humor. I like I said, I love how she's like, one of the things that I like that she says is like, oh, there's nothing more boring than a tarot book. And I'm like, yes. It's like, it can be so fucking repetitive. A lot of tarot books can be very fucking repetitive. Oh, that's what it was. The Santos and Signs, maybe. And this is another thing I never even took into consideration. A person that is Eastern, offering a person of Sicilian descent a married deck. Yeah, I think Natalia is Russian descent. And, and Mary Grace is Sicilian. I never thought of that. That context there, yeah, the cultural approaches to, to decks like Santos and Signs. I think that's what it was. And like Mary decks, with the goddess Mary and all that. And, how it'll be very different from there to like, even like, say, like in Mexico, And that's another layer right there. People disguising their assholeness with honesty. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, there's a way to go about it, bedside manners and all that. Sometimes you do have to be honest, but you know, when you're just being an ass, don't, you know, retract, you know, be an ass, you know, be a bitch, you know. If you're gonna be a bitch, just be a bitch. You know. Let me see here. Let me find this here. Where'd it go? Let me see here. Let me find this. Who is this? Let's move on. Who is it? Simply Nessa 15. Who is she? What's she called? What's her channel name? Hush. Let's see. Can I find her videos? 2.5 million. Girl, we're going into some big channels here. Into some big channels here. I'm like, please ignore me. Please ignore me. I'm just a tiny baby channel. Ignore me. I think so. I think they can. I think something like this isn't anything too bad, you know, but yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I was just searching her videos, and that is one I did not watch. Oh, let me change the banners because I wanted to look at Joey. Is her Tarot and Saints a Gnostic Book of Saints video? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what happened there? What happened with Lisa Pappas and her sister, of all things? Lisa Pappas, she is, oh my gosh, what's her name? It's not Mindful Tarot. Mindful Tarot is someone else. It's a similar name like that. What's it called? I don't know. But I want to find this. What was it called? What was that channel? What was that? I'm trying to find this. Scary. Yeah, very clickbaity title. Jesus. Oh, the scary reason I threw out all my crystals and spiritual stuff. Girl, it's all makeup right there. What's going on here? Pause. Oh, right? Yeah, she said she starts off with that, but you know. Yeah. Jen's Balanced Tarot and Lisa Pappas. I've missed all this tea. I subscribed to. I've heard of this fallout. I don't know what it was though. You know, it has something to do with the Peggy bags. Who was talking shit about the Peggy bags? You know, what's going on? What happened there? What's the tea? Sniffing it out. Sniffing it out. And how Jen's kid copied it and started. Oh. Which, okay, well, let's be fair. How many designs of tarot bags can there be? Like, how unique? I need to see the Peggy bags. How unique and they are. But if they are patented and they are copyrighted, you know, then absolutely that shouldn't happen. But again, it's like, I don't know. Like, there's a way to do, like, again, if that, then it's essentially, then it would be essentially Peggy's niece or nephew. Niece, you know, nibbling. So yeah, Cali Bear is patented. Again, how do people patent their bag? How well can you patent a tarot bag? Like, you know, you have this, you know, and then you have the drawstring bag, and then you have like the buttons, and you have like Tzu Chang's type of case, like, tarot case type bags, and then you have. I need to see it. Yeah, it's family, which I'm like, how can that? It's very. I need to see. I'm pretty sure there's more to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not patent, but copyright maybe. I'm not sure on the legal stuff. Benabel, what's the tea on that? if Benabel's here watching. I don't think she's here. But Benabel would know a little bit more about that, I think. So yeah. It's magic patents. I don't think so. Who patents magic? Why would you patent magic? That's, again, because patent is all for, again, protecting your profits and all that, and it's all for capitalists. That there's a thing there, I'm sure, but I'm not going to get too much into that. Let's see what's this. But I think she came out with some new design and gifted Jen the bag, and then the kid and Jen started pet. Oh, girl. Hi, Darcy. How are you? We're getting to other. Where's the receipts? Is there videos? Is there tea? What happened? Like, again, where's the receipts? But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Not the first time something like that has happened in that group. Which, you know, I'm gonna say it, girl. You know, but all because she's a lawyer, and that is wonderful. I'm just saying, just because she would have the most experience on that. You know, we're talking about tea, Darcy Rosner. First we were talking about Ethany and how Joey Luna is scared of Ethany's eyes and how people don't trust her or think she's fake. And I'm like, girl, that's because she's a YouTube personality. We're all fake, me included. You know, this me is very different from behind the scenes me. You know, well, not very different. It's just I'm hyper exaggerated and it's a strange comfort to be like this, but I'm sure Ethany is the same way. But anyways, and then now we're talking about some of the drama with Peggy bags and all that. I don't know, girl. I don't know the whole drama. I know there was some fallout. You know, I didn't know what it was. You know, sides were taken. That's all I know. Sides were taken. You know, so let's move. But I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to watch actual videos here of other people. You know, this isn't a tarot channel. You know, yeah, I have no idea, Darcy. I have no idea. You know, you can watch it back if you want. It just happened right now. Oh yeah, old tea now. Yeah, it's all, yeah. The tea is cold. It's spilled. It's dried on the floor, and we're just looking at the stains on the wood. It's like, you know, that's yeah. It's old from what I remember. But anyways, let's go back with this. Let's start with this Simply Nessa and how she got scared with tarot stuff and all that. Look at her. She's living her best life.
Back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girlies.
Hi.
So today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me / story time type video.
Okay.
This is something I've been meaning to tell you guys since October. I've been talking about this on Twitter for a while now, and I just never got around to making the video. So today we're going to be talking about the scary reason I got rid of all of my crystals, my tarot cards. I threw all that stuff out, and as many of you guys know, I'm very much into like supernatural stuff, paranormal, new age religion.
It's like there's a difference between the spiritual and the paranormal, which I guess like there is like crossover, but really no. like yeah, you can't yeah, it's like when you have the paranormal, I think our conscious or subconscious is like tainted by horror films and shows like Supernatural, which I've never watched, and I'm proud to say I've never watched a single episode of Supernatural. Thank you, you're welcome. This is a safe space, okay? And you know, I'm very tiny. I feel like I'm very tiny. Give me a minute here, real quick here. Can I make this bigger? Can I make you bigger? I don't know how to make it bigger. I'm sure there's a way. You know, no idea. Nope, no idea how to make it bigger. Yeah, but anyways, just play the rest. I can't just play the rest. I have to add commentary.
Spirituality. But I did start having a couple of weird situations and incidents that, basically led me to just completely get rid of all this stuff, just trash it. I don't want anything to do with it. Anytime somebody reaches out to me on some, hey, I want to do a reading for you. No, I'm not interested.
Which, girl, always say you're not interested. No reader that's worth their salt is ever going to approach you and offer you a reading, okay?
want any
You
of
come
this
to
stuff in my
us.
life anymore. And the reason it took me so long to make this video is because I felt like I was going to be disrespectful, and I felt like, well, not intentionally disrespectful, but I felt like because so many people are into this right now, and it does provide healing, I guess, for some people, and it does actually help some people. I want to put a
Okay.
disclaimer in the beginning. I am not trying to come across as disrespectful. I am
Okay,
not trying
girl.
to make anything seem evil or try to imply that anything is evil, but we all have our own, you know, experiences with things,
Bra
and
strap.
that could
It's
go with
tasteful,
anything in life.
Darcy.
Because at one point this did really help me a lot, but everything just started going downhill, and I don't know what could have possibly caused it. So this is not only just like a chit chat, but this is also like a questionnaire. Can anybody, you
Okay.
know, give me some insight? What do you
Oh,
think could
okay.
have possibly happened? Because everything was going
Well, I probably
smoothly,
can.
and then out of nowhere, like this stuff just kind of like took a turn. Like I said, we're doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. I already put my foundation on just because it does take a little while to dry.
I probably
and
won't
my
be able to offer
concealer,
much
and I didn't
of
want to like be
advice.
sitting
Maybe she
here
talks about
for
tarot,
like
maybe.
5 minutes like not actually doing anything. Before my foundation, I put on my CoverGirl True One Matte
CoverGirl.
Made. I'm in the color
Put some
M10. I
bass
absolutely
in your
love this.
walk.
I
Is
just
that
picked
how it
up a new
goes?
bottle of this. Before I was using this brand, and it started breaking me out really bad. I started getting like a little
girl.
tiny bumps all over my face. So I my nose and like
Okay, girl.
on this. But this is my all-time
Okay.
today. If you guys don't know,
Oh my gosh.
to your
Come on, get to the good stuff, girl.
Saving Pod is going to be 2007. My description of the makeup and start with the story.
Okay,
So
let's
this
see.
all starts in
Let's get it.
probably
Okay.
like 2017, my era when I
If
went
y'all want to see that, y'all can go back and watch our actual video. Should I link it? I
and
should
had
link
those
it.
shitty ass braids. I know you guys remember when I got those box braids. I don't know who let me do that, like Denzel, anybody.
She's
like y'all
sponsored.
really
She got
could have
2 million
spoke and said,
subs. You ain't
girl,
gonna get that here with
take
my
those out.
channel. Not
Nobody
yet, at
stopped
least.
me.
Just you
They
wait.
were not cute. It was not a moment. For bronzer, I'm using the Hoola Caramel. I used to use
Okay, I thought you were done
just
sharing the
regular
makeup.
Hoola bronzer, but ever since I got the caramel one, I've been loving this. I feel like it works a lot better with my skin tone. The other one was a little bit too chocolatey colored. I just use like a regular Real Techniques brush. Real Techniques. I mean, my bedroom is still put away. Like, did we even, like, we failed to mention that I look like I'm in a brothel. I told you guys
It's
in
a
my
look.
last video, I have not set anything up, so this is literally what my bedroom looks
Look
like.
at my
I'm washing
room.
all my
Girl,
sheets
look
and
at my
like all my
room.
pillow covers and stuff, so that's why it looks like.
Girl, her setup is more professional, you know, than this. Look at that. Ooh. The ghetto.
I got like one pillow.
Not the
Welcome to
ghetto,
my
but
crib,
still.
MTV. This is why I have not done a room tour. I haven't done a house tour yet.
I would never do a house tour.
Like
I
I
will
said,
never
the
do a
story
room
starts
tour.
in
Y'all
2017
don't need to
during
see
one of
that.
my worst eras.
That's what I'm trying to find, Maria.
When a lot of people started to not like me. And I had a meetup in Arizona. I went back to go visit my family.
Okay, here we
And
go.
I wanted to do like something quick at Arrowhead Mall. So I told you guys like, oh, meet me at Forever 21. So if you were at that meetup and you still watch my videos, like, hey girl, what's that?
Where's
one
the
of my
drama?
girlies or the Rat Pack at the time actually gave me a gift, and she gave me like a card, a couple other little things, but she also gave me 2 crystals, and I had no idea like what these crystals were. I know one was like a purple one, and then one looked like a rainbow. I had a book that this girl gave me. I actually became friends with this girl. Like, I'm gonna mention her in this video. Like, nothing, no spite towards her. Like, girl, it's okay. We're not close anymore. We kind of fell off after I stopped like going to those like things with her, which I'm gonna get into those as well. She gave me this book that like had literally everything in it. Like, it had every single name of every crystal, so I knew like
you see, so I'm not all into like the crystal stuff, you know. Please get her to stop. We're getting into the story here. I think we're getting into it. Okay, patience, young children, patience. It's, oh my god, it's 35 minutes long. We will be fast forwarding. I collect rocks and crystals because they're pretty. Okay, because they're nice, they're cool looking. I mean, hello, it's a blue rock. Hello, like, look at it. You know, it's tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is fucking cool. You know, labradorite, that shit's cool. I have yet to have a labradorite, but one day. But let's get into it.
My shit, I knew what I was talking about. These days, no, I forgot. My short-term memory, I don't know if it's from smoking weed or if it's just from being stupid. I just had that, you know, in my room, and I became friends with this girl. How did we become friends? I think we met through Instagram. Part of the book was like, oh, like all different kinds of crystals, minerals, like different rocks and
The Crystal
stuff.
Bible.
The middle of the book, you actually wrote like manifestation. So like it was like a couple of pages of just like blankness, and it's like, oh, what do you wish for? Like, what do you want to happen? So like I would just write in there randomly like the same thing over and over. Like, I want Briella Lashes to do good. I want Briella Lashes to do good. Like just like, stuff like that.
Not a good manifestation, I will say. You have to say, again, just from what I've learned from Foolish Fish, is that when you write those types of things, you have to, how you write them is very important. Because a lot of people will say, like, you know, the important thing is to not put in like the negatives in there, like, you know, like for example, if I wanted to manifest myself not being anxious, I would say you wouldn't write, you know, I no longer have anxiety. It's like, no, it's you know, it's more like I am confident, you know, and you don't write I will be confident. No, it's I am confident, you know.
And the other half of the book actually had spells and stuff in it. Now, I wasn't really so much interested in like the spell stuff because I don't know much about like magic and witchcraft and all that, and I'm just really not trying to like.
Baby girl, you should have done your research. You should have done your. Why do you think I'm not doing that shit? You know, I have very little information on it before I can even try to do any of that. I chose this because who was it? Maria sent a link, and it's like usually one of the best. Some of the fun. It's fun to see people like, you know, have bad experience. Not like that, but like, you know, usually those are like people will tap onto it for like fear factor of, you know, the spirituality and the woo. You know, I think a lot of Christians might even like latch onto this and be like, well, this is what you should have done. Now you need to come back to the church, you know, things like that.
Like dip my toes in that kind of stuff either, and then like screw myself, because as we all know, I have really bad luck and I just feel like I would dabble in that kind of stuff and then it would all like instantly backfire on me. So I never really like looked too much into that part of the book. Because of her, I definitely got into like crystals and all that. She started taking me to these little like retreats in Sedona, because Sedona was only like an hour away, so like it wasn't that far. There was a couple of them in Phoenix, and they would be inside this like, was it the Comerica Theater?
I don't know, girl.
I don't even know if it's called that anymore. There's like this like small like theater type thing. So in the theaters, it would be like 30 to 50 people there. And
get to the fucked up shit, girl.
Like, circle things, because it would be like a bunch of people just like sitting in a ring. Well, not a bunch. It'd be like 10 or 12 people at like the Sedona ones. It was more of like an intimate experience. But the ones in like downtown Phoenix, that was definitely like a lot of people. And we also had the Sedona one was free, and you personally, because like I didn't know them, but she would always like say hi to all of them and stuff, and I would just kind of like be in the background because I'm antisocial and I don't know how to make friends and talk to people. I would go with her to these, you know, like little shows or whatever, and we would bring our crystals. At the beginning of it all, like I said, I had only my 2 crystals, but probably towards like the end of everything before I threw them away. I probably had about 20 to 30 crystals. Some of them were only like $1, and I know like some of them get really expensive. I think the most I've spent on a crystal was like $150. It was just like oh, it was so pretty. It was just like aquamarine color, like blue, like super bright blue, like baby blue crystal. I can't remember what it was called.
How big was it? 150 for what size? Again, it depends on where you're getting your rocks, because usually those rocks can be, you know, those crystals and stones can be reasonably priced, but it's when you go to like the metaphysical shops, that's when you get on the extra like $30-$50 on top of that, you know. True. Which is honestly low key. That's what you do. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm like, she threw them away. I'm like, why did she throw them away?
That's the most I've ever spent on one, and it was so pretty, and I low-key like wish I didn't get rid of that one. You know, I would take all my crystals, I'd have my little like sack full of them, and we would take them, we'd put them all out in front of us, and we would all just kind of like do a little prayer type thing. Just start chanting like positive affirmations out into the world.
What happened?
We would meet up at like the Sedona Vortexes. I don't know if you've ever heard of those before, but in Sedona, Arizona, there's like, I don't know how many, maybe like 5.
It was Ethany. What happened? Am I live? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Are we Gucci? Did I get cut off? Was I copyright striked? They got me. Oh, really? I guess I let her play too long. How? How, girl? Like, what the fuck? Here, we're going to end it and we're going to start it again. Let's see. Let's remove her. Let's stop screen. Let's see. Let's end broadcast.